In today's YouTube video, I'm gonna be recreating my followers' best Halloween makeup looks. Hi sisters, James Charles here, and happy Halloween! Oh, I'm so excited. You guys,
I love Halloween.
I love being scared, frightened, spooked, terrified, horrified, haunted, tricked, and treated. So all things Halloween, I am here for, and today's YouTube video is gonna be no different. We've done the Recreating My Followers makeup series here on this channel for quite a long time now. It's one of my favorite videos to film because I love obviously putting on makeup and being creative, but most importantly, I love seeing your guys' amazing artwork, and I figured for today, we would mix the two together and do a spooky, kooky edition of Recreating My Followers Halloween makeup looks. So for today, I have 3 makeup looks by 3 amazing subscribers picked out to teach you guys how to do. We're gonna start off with a scary special effects look. Then I'm gonna teach you how to do a more glam look if you're trying to be a baddie on Halloween. And finally, my take on an iconic character. So without further ado, if you guys are excited, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up down below. Let me know what you guys are gonna be down in the comment section for this Halloween, and let's jump right into the video. All right, you guys, so our first look that I'm gonna teach you how to do today, I am so excited for. We are going to be doing a little bit of a special effects makeup look. We're gonna start off with a bang because this is gonna be pretty spooky, pretty scary, and trigger warning for anybody who's scared of bloods, cuts, anything of that sort of nature, because we're going to be doing a look inspired by the new movie that just came out, Smile. Let me just start getting into it, and then we'll talk about it as we're going. The first thing that we're gonna do is grab a little bit of our Ben Nye nose and scar wax. There's a lot of different ways that you could do a look like this, but using a wax is gonna be the easiest way to go about this, and I'm just gonna put it right on top of my candle warmer and let this warm up for a couple of minutes so the wax is more malleable. What I'm gonna start off by doing is basically sketching out a gigantic smile on my face that we're going to then carve and cut. Just like that. Okay. So you guys, am so excited to be doing this makeup look today and talking about this movie because you guys know that I am a horror movie fanatic. They're my absolute favorite movies. I've seen pretty much every one on the face of planet Earth. And I will say, if you're a horror movie fan as well, you would know it's been a little dry lately. Like your vagina.
It's very dry. It's almost kind of like your vagina.
2 new movies recently came out, Barbarian and Smile. Both of them, in my opinion, spoiler alert, were phenomenal. Barbarian was a little bit more of like a thriller rather than an actual like horror movie, but I really, really enjoyed it. And then Smile. And then Smile. It was so phenomenal. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. It got a little bit of like mixed reviews. I loved the concept of it. I loved the main actress. I thought she did an amazing job. It just made me feel like on the edge of my seat. And that's what I really love about a horror movie. I'm gonna start rolling out this tube of wax basically right up on here, right up on the face, okay? Just like this. When I was looking through the tagged photos of everybody that showed me their Halloween looks, I found this incredible, amazing artist named Beauty by Malls. She is so good. She had so many really cool makeup looks, and I came across this one, which I really, really liked. However, I've done kind of like similar stuff to this in the past, so I didn't want to recreate it exactly, but I remembered in the first scene of Smile. So basically the premise of the movie is the main character is a psychiatrist, and she starts seeing a woman who comes in basically saying that she's seeing something that won't stop smiling at her. And then, spoiler alert, she ends up committing by shattering a vase and then carving a smiley face into her face. And as soon as I saw this look by Beauty by Malls, I was like, oh my God, I should do my own take on this inspired by Smile. I'm gonna start using the edge of my spatula to just kind of start like flattening this out because we're basically trying to create like a ridge of lifted skin. So we're gonna do the same thing for the top of the mouth. So this is basically what you kind of want it to look like, and you can use some Vaseline to kind of blend out the edges into your skin. Now I'm gonna repeat the same steps on the other side. All right, you guys, so we are back and the face is all sculpted. I'm gonna try to not talk as much. You're welcome, just because I don't want to disrupt what we already have going on. But at this point, we now have to set this in place with liquid latex. After all the hard sculpting work, we don't want it to just, you know, fall off or fall apart. So we're just gonna use some liquid latex and a small triangular sponge to dab over the entire thing. And now we're just gonna let this dry. Where's my Nicki fan? Am I a Nicki fan?
Am I a Nicki fan?
Pull up in the mud to automobile gangster with the bad bitch that come from Sri Lanka. So now that we have this all applied, we need to go ahead and try to match the scar wax to our skin tone. So I have this like flesh tone alcohol activated palette, and I have a little bit of a paintbrush and some alcohol, and we're gonna just go right in and start stippling some colors on. We're gonna start adding in the blood, and this is where it's gonna get pretty gross and nasty. So if you are sensitive to these type of things, I'm so sorry that you're boring. It's time to fast forward through the video, but let's get into it. So first and foremost, we are going to start by just doing some underpainting, basically to avoid using, you know, an entire bottle of fake blood. Now I'm really only going to focus the black on like the beginning part of this cut. Now what we do is really get in here with some fun blood, and this is where it really starts coming to life, okay? So we're gonna use a mix of thick blood from Ben Nye, scab blood, bloody scab, and then also stage blood, and this is really gonna be the drippy stuff. So we're gonna start with our thick blood first. Okay, and now for the final hurrah, we grab our stage blood, and this is where it really starts coming to life. All right, you guys, here is officially the final look, my interpretation of the Beauty by Malls makeup look, inspired by the brand new Smile movie. I loved this film, and I love how this makeup look turned out, you guys. As you can see, I'm smiling from ear to ear. I can't stop smiling. In terms of skill level, I feel like this one is pretty easy to achieve if you have a basic knowledge of special effects. If you are into something like this, I would definitely recommend. I would also recommend watching the movie. It is a good one if you want to be spooked and frightened this Halloween. All right, you guys, time to wipe this off and move on to look number 2. Hello, you guys, we are back for makeup look number 2. It is actually the next day. Yesterday's makeup look took me literally equally as much time to take it off as it did to put on. I actually already have my base on because this makeup look is going to be a little bit easier, and it's really going to be for, you know, the girlies out there that...
How do I say this nicely?
Some people on Halloween love to go for an ooky, hooky, spooky vibe, and some girlies out there just like to look like hot horse.
Halloween is the one night a year when a girl can dress like a total slut and no other girls can say anything about it.
And I mean that in the least derogatory way possible because I, too, am one of those girls. That's what this look is gonna be. I'm gonna teach you guys how to look hot for Halloween with a simple makeup look. So let's get right into it. So this makeup look that I'm gonna teach you guys how to do is from the makeup artist Sky B MUA. She tagged me in this photo and I thought it was very, very cute and will actually be really easy to recreate as well. And we're gonna start off by zooming you in for a cute little eyeshadow look. Just to make things super easy for something that you guys might have in your collection at home, I'm gonna use my Morphe X James Charles palette, of course. And basically with this makeup look, the kind of cool feature is the crystal spider webs, which we'll get to later on. So for the actual eyeshadow look, you really can choose whatever look you want to. You could do like a all black outfit and a black smoky eye, do like a spider queen. You could do, you know, blue, green, yellow, whatever color your heart desires. I'm just gonna go right into the medium tone orange into the crease and start blending it out. I'm just using a big fluffy brush. Next, I'm gonna grab a little bit of, I don't even remember my own palette shade names anymore. I think it's Love That. And I'm just gonna tuck this right into my crease and start building up some dimension up in here. Now I'm just gonna go in with a black paint right on my eyelid. And I'm gonna be very careful because I don't wanna get this everywhere. And then I'm just gonna go in with a dark purple shade right in that crease to blend out the black so it's not a harsh line. Okay, now I'm just gonna put some black in my waterline, right below it. And then finally I'm just gonna put this little tiny point in my inner corner. Finally, I'm just gonna dip my little finger into, God, what are my shadows called? Artistry, it's called Artistry. And we're gonna put this little purple Artistry right up in here. Oh yeah, oh, she still got it. All right, you guys, I'm gonna quickly go ahead and match the other eye off camera, and then I'll be right back to finish off the lashes and the crystal webs. Okay, we're back and both eyes are complete. I'm gonna apply the pair of I Lucky Girl lashes, which is my friend Luis Torres's collab with J Lash. Basically just a nice little lash like this. It is finally time for our crystallized spider web. I am really excited about this. I think it's really gonna take this look to the next level. So first of all, what I'm gonna do for my spider webs before I just start gluing crystals on willy-nilly, I'm going to use just a light color brow pencil and kind of sketch out this spider web first so I kind of know where the crystals are gonna go as a rough guideline. Just like that. And now what we're gonna do is just draw little arches connecting the lines. And now we begin the tedious task of literally just gluing on crystals one by one with a lash glue, pair of tweezers, crystals, and a dream. Let's go.
Lay the boot house down, lay the boot house down, lay the boot house down, lay the boot house down.
So when I said this was like the cute, easy look, I was not lying. This is cute and it is easy, but easy and time consuming, as we learned yesterday, do not necessarily correlate with one another because that just took me about an hour to glue on these stupid rhinestones. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead at this point and I'm going to cut the camera and I'm gonna be right back once the other spider web is completely crystallized.
1 hour later.
My eyes feel like they're being glued shut. I wish they were. I'd love to take a nap right now. 2 hours later, the eyes are done. God bless. Now it's time for our lippity doodads. So for this look today, we have 2 options. Okay, you can do a nude lip, boring. Halloween rooting a black lip. And our last and final touch on top of our black lip is gonna be just another little fingerful of our artistry shade right up in here on the palette. Oh. Look at that. The finished look is so cute. Like this really is so good and I can see so many girlies rocking this. It's like the perfect, easy look for any sort of Halloween party that you just want to look cute, but still have like somewhat of a costume to. The tedious process of gluing on these rhinestones really got boring after about 5 crystals. If you're down for a challenge, be my guest, because obviously the finished look is worth it. On that note, you guys, time to wipe it all off and move on to our last and final look, number 3, and we have a very spooky one, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I taught you how to do a scary special effects makeup look. We also did an easy Halloween glam, and now it is finally time for look number 3. I saved the best for last, and I'm gonna show you guys my take on an iconic character. This is inspired by my subscriber, Shannon Kibble MUA, and it is going to be the other mother from Coraline. Such an iconic movie. It was one of my personal favorites growing up. It was one of my like introductions to horror and spooky films as well, and I actually think that this tutorial is going to be pretty easy too, so let's get right into it. So the first thing that I'm gonna start off by doing today is gluing down my brows.
Am I a Nicki fan?
And then once both brows are flattened, I'm just gonna use a little bit of my Ben Nice Super White powder to set them in place. And now we're just gonna go right in with a white face paint and cover the entire face.
This is giving flashback memory vibes. This is giving flashback memory vibes.
We got the face covered. I know this looks horrifying right now. Then I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that white paint and use it to start drawing in some skeleton. What is your neck bones called? Oh, it's your spine, I guess. Now that we have the full face covered in white, it's time to contour the living crap out of this because obviously this is looking a little bit scary. And we're not gonna do the classic like, you know, glam lifted cheek contour. It's gonna look really sunken in and skeleton-like. And then instead of blending my contour upwards, normally I'm actually gonna blend it downwards to create a shadow. Let's try contouring with the nose. This looks so crazy. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is start like carving out the other mother's face, predominantly her chin, because it's nice and pointy. So we're going to basically use some black paint and create an illusion that our chin is a different shape than the rest of our body. Now what we're gonna do is use that same exact black to cover literally our entire neck. And this is really gonna help create that illusion that you are a, you know, floating skeleton. All over the other mother's face, she has like some little cracks and crannies and crevices and shattering. So we're gonna grab a tiny little liner brush and some more black paint and basically just go crazy all over the face. It's kind of like lightning bolt, if you will, or lightning bolt, period, no, if you will. And we're just gonna make it look cracked. We're gonna draw in some, you know, sad looking other mother eyebrows. So now that the eyebrows are finally done, we are going to do a nice black smoky eye. And when I say nice black smoky eye, I mean literally the shittiest, worst blended, does not actually matter, does not need to be glamorous smoky eye you could ever come up with. So literally, we're just gonna black out the entire area, okay? Go. Literally all I'm doing is just taking a black shadow and smoking out that paint a little bit around the eye socket. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh my god, work. So for lips, the other mother has a really, really wide mouth that kind of like curls upwards. So I'm just gonna use a black liquid lipstick. This one is from my good friend Manny MUA's brand, Lunar Beauty. Mwah. And we're just gonna draw the crazy shape on. So now we have to glue buttons onto my eyeballs. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this considering I won't be able to see anything. Basically what I'm gonna do is just grab a little bit of Pros-Aid, which is professional grade glue. So be careful with this, okay? And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this like right up here. I think I'm just gonna take this button and just go right like this. There we go. Shit, I can't see. Bitch! What the This is crazy. Bitch, I did that. Oh my god! The buttons have officially been glued to the eyes, meaning I am in the other world. I can barely see you guys. I'm looking through tiny little holes right now, but I think that is our other mother. All complete. this was definitely a trust the process type of process throughout this video. I was a little bit scared that it was not going to come together, but oh my god, you guys, look at how cool this is. All right, you guys, well, those are all 3 of my Halloween makeup looks recreated from you guys, all complete. I had so much fun filming this video. Thank you so much to every single person who submitted their makeup looks. Thank you to my 3 subscribers who let me recreate theirs, and thank you to all of you guys for watching today's video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're getting excited for this spooky season. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below to show your love and support, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you are going to be this year for Halloween. I definitely could use some more costume inspiration as I'm putting more and more looks together, but you guys will have to keep your eyes out on my Instagram page. Speaking of, if you're not already following me, my social medias are just James Charles: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. And I also have a second new TikTok account called J Charles Makeup, where I post all my makeup related content, reviews, tutorials, tips, tricks, and more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Halloween, be safe, and have fun. Bye.